as an HR person, I really need to know what is going on with this employee. And the second thing is, why is he borrowing money up and down? We're not paying him salary.
We're talking about family right here. And you borrowing money and then your family are still starving means that you're not responsible.
Why is he borrowing money from everybody? Like, it's not a bad thing to borrow money. But you borrow money from A, you borrow from B, from C, and you're not even paying back, and your families are even starving. Why? What are you using the money for?
But I don't say you know get money, you know they're capable. You cannot pay school fees and this. You do 3 children. Simple one for belle. No, nah.
No.
Now to the second story. As much as I would like to put myself in the shoes and in the cloth and wardrobe of the anonymous as usual, but I'm finding it difficult because I don't want to be a borrower.
You know they do today.
I don't want to. I go still do. On top say maybe HR anonymous. So now we have our anonymous saying something to us. Anonymous is saying that they have a staff in the organization that is always borrowing money from other staff members. Now you see why I don't want to put myself on the shoes. So this staff is always borrowing money, and everybody has known the staff to be a notorious borrower in the office. I mean, anytime they see the staff talking to another person, they don't already know, say, Baba Tive Yawo, you want to borrow money again. The worst part is that he doesn't pay back. It's a thing to borrow money. It's a thing to pay back. But this particular staff will not even pay back the money on time. So one day, a woman came to the office and the woman was shouting and crying, and everybody were like, what is wrong? This woman was pregnant and was holding 3 kids. 3 kids. So we're like, Madam, kilo shele, what is wrong? What is happening? And she said, your staff, who is my own husband, has not been giving us money for food. We are starving. I'm not starving, no, and it's not my husband. But the anonymous wife said that this person has not been giving myself and the kids money. We are starving and all of it. And we kept waiting like, Madam, okay, who is your husband? Like, who is the husband in question? And when this woman pointed her finger, lo and behold, she pointed to this same notorious borrower. And surprisingly, everybody now looks, we're looking at ourselves that, you were borrowing money, you've been borrowing, you're not paying back. Yet, your family are actually suffering and starving at home. What do you now use this money for?
Exactly.
That's the question. Even immediately we saw this story, the question that came to our head is, what do you use money do? Kill on for what? The woman even brought out receipts to show as evidence that this man was not responsible. Now, as the HR, I don't know what to do here. Should I tell them to go and solve their problems at home, may they carry their wahala comot? Or should I take a suggestion of sharing this man's salary, sending some to his wife at home, and giving him the remaining?
This is deep.
It's deep. It's deep like oh.
And this is a delicate issue.
Delicate situation.
For me, I would say as the HR, you have to be very diplomatic about this. And knowing fully well that this is a family issue.
Yeah.
You don't just intrude in their personal life. What I would do as an HR person is call the employee, talk to the person, what challenges is the employee facing, and what is he actually using money for? Is it that he's building land in his village, or he wants to travel out of the country without his family? As an HR person, I really need to know what is going on with this employee. And the second thing is, why is he borrowing money up and down? We're not paying him salary.
Maybe the salary no reach, because for me, I don't want to know what he's using money for. My own point is not, sorry to say, he's not responsible enough to be a husband. I don't know. Yeah, for me, I don't know. Regardless of you're trying to build house or you're trying to do this and that, we're talking about family right here. And you borrowing money and then your family are still starving means that you're not responsible. Exactly. Only if the wife is actually lying or she's not telling us the truth.
See as I'm looking at you since morning. I just want people to understand that there is another angle of people actually wanting a lot more from people.
Okay.
What if the wife is the genesis of why the man is borrowing up and down?
How?
What if this woman is always buying from one attribute to the other?
How?
And the husband is the one funding the lifestyle. What if this woman does not work, like she does not have anything she's doing, and this same husband is the one that's been carrying the family?
So now
nobody's
you're
pointing
thinking,
out what his salary is. If his salary is commensurate with whatever he's doing at home, and he's the only one bearing the responsibility, there is no time where you no go take ogbese, and there is no time where the wife will be satisfied, because he cannot borrow everything, because as he's borrowing, he's paying back. Do you understand? So he doesn't even have enough.
I get, but to that point of yours, I would like to say that for if the man is actually borrowing money all because of his wife, even makes him more irresponsible. Yes, because now if the examples that you give, like okay, she likes to buy clothes, she likes to do this one and that, is the reason why you're going to borrow money and you're not paying back, you are then irresponsible. Adibin is going on and on to lend money just to feed the family, to pay for shelter, to do this. It is understandable. But this woman is coming to complain that you have not been feeding them, they are starving. So me, I'm not seeing it as okay, the woman is using money for something extra. I'm seeing it from the part that the man is not doing his responsibilities as a father and as husband.
I will take away my Ashebi part. Let's not look like we are over exaggerating the issue. If the man is the sole provider, they are going to have this issue. It's going to happen.
Yes, that one is understandable.
When you're borrowing is waiting for salary.
That one is understandable. Yeah, I get that point. That's if he's the only one doing the whole thing. The woman does not have any responsibility she's carrying. Accepted. Do you understand? But if we are to go by, okay, he's borrowing the money for this and that. As a matter of fact, there are men out there that borrow money to do something like that is not even reasonable. They borrow money to drink. They borrow money to give side chicks. Their families are home suffering.
It happens.
So you get that point.
Told you that was what the
exactly the same way nobody tells us that the woman is probably a liability or not doing anything.
I just feel why is he borrowing money from everybody? Like, it's not a bad thing to borrow money, but you borrow money from A, you borrow from B, from C, and you're not even paying back, and your families are even starving. Why? What are you using the money for?
That's what I'm saying.
See, it's very easy. It's very easy for us to sit down and say, why is he borrowing money from A? Why is he borrowing money from B? Why is he borrowing money from C? People have issues. Okay. Like I said, that man has 3 kids. He's probably paying school fees. He's feeding them. There's accommodation to be paid for.
Really?
There's everything to be paid for there. If their thoughts, please. Okay. If he has all these things to do, he cannot even borrow money from one person. It's understandable that he's borrowing from different people. That might not be the solution to his problem, but that doesn't mean that he didn't have the reason to borrow.
Do you know what made me laugh? Why you know what's making me laugh is, but I know say you know get money, you know they're capable. You cannot pay school fees and this. You do 3 children. Still put one for belly. No, you have 3 kids. You still continue doing. You have another one in your wife's stomach, and you are telling me it's too much for you to do. You have to borrow money.
Really,
do you understand?
That might be an issue. They're supposed to not go get belle again, but not be only in get the belle. Now both him and the wife. I'm saying that if the woman is not doing anything, she still has to check herself too. And I'm going to give an illustration. 100%. I'm going to give an illustration. While I was serving in one of the states in the southwest, there was this man. He's just a teacher. The wife also came to the school complaining. Husband does not give her money. There's not money for food and all that. And the man was earning, I think it was 15K at the time. So the provider decided that, okay, we are splitting the salary into half. At the end of the month, madam, come and collect 7.5. Your husband too will collect 7.5. Yes, it's very funny. It might sound funny, but that was the situation. And that was what they did. At the end of the month, the woman comes to collect money, and the man collects his balance and go home. Everything was good. I think they even advised the woman, okay, since this is the situation, you can come to school. Maybe whatever you think that you can sell to students, if it is fries, if it is these small things that can make you earn additional money. Do you know that this woman never came back to do all those stuffs? All she comes to do is at the end of the month, she comes to collect her 7.5 and leave. You know what this woman did? After like 2 months, she came back and said 7.5 is no longer enough. What do you want them to do? To start giving you 10K
salary,
and he starts collecting 5K. Do you understand? I think that it should not be a matter of are we going to split the salary, or it should be a matter of having a lasting solution. What are you also doing?
That one cannot even work. That option of sharing salary, I'm not even in support of that.
Exactly.
You're trying to say something.
Okay, now for the wife, depending on the husband alone, earning 15K, how will they survive with 3 children? Like, is that the instance?
That was just a scenario.
I don't know the number of their children, but I think she came with a child strapped to her back that day. I don't know if she had.
She needs to find something doing as a woman. Why would you be depending on your husband?
That's her point. That's her point.
That's where I'm coming from.
There
are some people like that, and you cannot say that if the husband starts borrowing, you cannot fault him because he has to take care of their needs because he's the sole provider.
That's where I'm disagreeing. I will not agree to the fact that because the husband needs to provide for the family, that's why he has to turn to a notorious borrower where he works. He borrows from everybody, he does not pay back. Now your family is starving, and also you also have salary you're earning. What do you now do with the money? That is what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Because Adibin is not a borrower that is always borrowing, and then the family is like that. We'll say, okay, maybe he's trying to resolve financial challenges or all of it, but nothing is even working.
And besides, is he the only one that has issues?
So that is why.
Is he the only one that has family to cater for?
Exactly.
He's not the only one in the organization.
So that's why I'm taking it out of. That's why I'm taking it out of the husband and the wife thing. That's why I'm thinking that maybe there is something extra he uses the money for. Probably use it to drink or to smoke or to flirt or something.
Can you people even pause to think that probably his salary was not enough?
Salary can never be enough.
So if somebody's salary is not enough, powerful Rachel than me, I know. The person will go and be borrowing from Taye Kehinde, Idowu, Alaba, Ejire, everybody. And you will not pay back.
You can't say because your salary is small. That's why you're borrowing. You need to be disciplined and work within yourself. Cut your clothes according to your size.
Cut your coat according to your clothes. Not size again. If size according to your size again, no. If your material not reach size 10, you go slim down. You fast slim down. Maybe if you enter the one where your material. I understand that part. But what I'm trying to say, even if Kawasokpe is now having drinking issues, that's still a vice.
Yeah.
That's still a vice that needs to be addressed.
Exactly.
I don't think that it calls for the whole of the commotion. Because, listen to me, you only came to the office to embarrass or to do this thing. And you're not only embarrassing him, you're embarrassing yourself in the process. That doesn't mean that tomorrow is going to change.
Yeah, of course. I don't know if anybody is actually in support of what the woman did. Don't forget that my emphasis is on the fact that I'm not saying the man to be responsible. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying the man to be responsible. Only if there are financial troubles or challenges that he's not discussing with the person he calls his own partner. Because if there are actually financial troubles or challenges and then the wife is aware of it and you still go ahead to go and embarrass your husband like that, that means she's a bad woman. Permit me to say. Do you understand?
And I'm going to say something. That guy should have been working in that office in a while. You have never come to do that. That means there was at some point, there were points that the man was actually doing well. Probably met with a vice or he met with hard times, and all of us understand.
Yeah, it's possible.
This era where we did so, everybody they collect.
It's possible.
Everybody they collect.
Possible.
That's right and center.
It's possible, but it's
I feel like if he has been a good person from Abba, pinning irresponsible on him, I don't think that's fair.
No,
as a woman, you know the challenges. Maybe your husband hasn't been like that before. Maybe it wasn't like. Maybe at a point, start giving birth, the responsibilities and the weight of responsibility is getting too much for the husband. So the woman too should find something doing. Why will you be giving 1, 2, 3 children and your husband alone cannot cater for the Disney? You should also find a way to support your husband.
Anyways, regardless of as much as I'm trying to understand you guys' points, I will still not agree, because I'm not saying that the woman should not work or should leave the whole burden to the husband. I'm just speaking, I'm trying to speak to the fact that they having children or bearing children is not a thing of the wife or the what's it called alone. It's a thing of agreement. They kept having children when they know that they are not capable, right? Now, for the husband that you're saying probably is just a one thing that has not been happening before and she should understand. What if she has actually been enduring? All of these things are assumptions. As much as it's possible that this thing has not been happening before, so it's happening once and then you're coming to shout, there's also possibility that she might have been enduring that situation and then she felt like, today I want to go to that place where you are working because I want to know what you are using your salary for.
But for me, as an HR person, why will you go to your husband's place?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense
in the first place.
Yes,
it's totally unprofessional. And he's going to question the husband's
ability.
Yes, his person. oh, so this kind of person that you are. You're borrowing money from everybody in the office. You're not returning, and
I'm
you're
not
also
even sure she's aware the guy is borrowing money.
I do not think that you going to embarrass him is going to make anything that you think is worse any better. I think you're embarrassing yourself in that process too. I understand that you might have been enduring and all that, but any man that is doing that, somebody that is even borrowing in the office and not paying back, if he's that shameless, whatever you are coming to do, you're embarrassing yourself. And I think I would address the HR now, asking what to do. I do not think it's up to the HR, because you cannot tell your employee how to spend their money. I don't think so. I don't think you should tell your employee that at the end of the month, let your wife come and be collecting.
You see, that one that worked out in your own southwest, I mean, where you say it happen. It cannot happen. I mean, it can't, because in as much as you are the employee, you're the one working for salary. So how on earth would they want to share your salary to your wife? So it's a family thing, I feel. It's a family thing. It's a family issue. As a matter of fact, me trying to make emphasis on the husband being irresponsible still does not negate the fact that even the wife, we cannot be so sure that whatever she came to talk about is actually true. Because they mentioned that, okay, she brought out some receipts and all of it. Receipt for waiting, go.
exactly.
She pay house rent. Do you get my point? So me, I'm not thinking it's going to work that they would share the employee's salary into two to give this one, and give this one, that one. I don't know.
But for me, my own concern is the employee borrowing in the workplace, borrowing and not returning. That will cause.
They don't borrow for me money when they no return.
How do you feel? For me, how do you feel?
Why will you be borrowing money from people and not returning? And in the first place, you're collecting salary, so you should learn and you should know how to spend your money. It's none of my business of how you spend your money. But why borrowing money and not returning? In the first place.
This would be my own.
I want to ask you guys a question.
That ask.
I want to ask both of you a question.
Okay.
What's your reaction like? How do you feel when you borrow somebody money? You ask them, they don't pay you back. You keep asking, they now start turning into fight. Like that thing. How does it make you?
Is it in the workplace or outside the workplace? Anywhere. In that case, if it's going to affect my mental health and I feel that, I can, if it's money I can forgo, I'll forgo. But if it's money I cannot forgo and the money is a lot, I have to report to maybe nearest police station or a lawyer. Has to be legal.
I'm not even thinking of. I'm not thinking of what you will do. Wait first. I'm not thinking of what you will do. I'm thinking of how do you feel?
I will feel bad now. I will feel bad.
How do you feel?
That why did
I will feel bad. You now come and you now turn it around. See, if I enter your room, I'll carry your television. I'll carry speaker.
Because
what if the person lie against you that you carried more than what you said?
I will record myself.
That one is a different thing.
Let them be recording me as I'm carrying the equivalent of my money from your house.
Because the reason why I'm asking this question is it's a thing that is very, very rampant. You even see people that they're actually friends, but because of borrowing or no borrowing, they are no longer friends. Because some people have this bad habits. Okay, they borrowed something from you. When they were borrowing, they made all the promises of heaven and earth. And probably you don't even have the money. You have to go extra mile just to give them that money. But when it's now time for them to pay it back, it looks as if you are the one now borrowing. Exactly. As a matter of fact, I've seen situations that they will now even block you. They will block you from their social because they feel like
I'll come to your house.
They feel like anything I'm doing, you are saying it and you feel I have money. So it's a bad habit that people actually need to curtail, I think.
I think that what the HR can do is you can address him on the borrowing issue.
Yeah.
But for the wife, they would have to go and sort their marital issues at home. That's what I think.
But is there no place for the staff to even borrow from the organization directly, like take a loan?
It depends on the organization. It depends on the organization, maybe whereby there will be a scheme whereby you can get an advance salary, then you,
because that would have been better.
So, or maybe there should be a policy in place of borrowing money from, to avoid this kind of issue.
Yeah.
So
what do you think the HR should do for me?
In this matter, the HR has to be very careful so that they won't drag her in the middle, because this is issue of marriage. Because they feel later settle the issue.
As your bed.
Yes, can't say HR one thing, whatever. So me, I would advise the man, he should go and settle his family first. That's the first thing. And after settling, at the same time, he should return the money borrowed from the employee.
That's your own consent.
So if he does not return, that's where he will now get to management. If not, I will escalate. Yes, so Now you go.
They should help me to remove the money from his salary.
Salary.
How would you
No, you have to go and return because
what would you
that now waiting go cost kasala be that.
what would be your advice to the anonymous?
Actually, I think to some extent, to me, I don't know why I feel that the HR does not really have business with staff that are borrowing the staff money. Because in as much as it does not have anything to do with the management or maybe not them they involved, it's a personal thing. You decided to speak to a staff, you borrow your money, you borrow it. If there's any issue, people go and sort it. For me, I think so. You go and sort it. So, but for the husband and wife thing, I think they can help the husband, the staff, probably by discussing with him, talking to him, not by saying they want to split his salary. No, this is salary. So they can still have a conversation with him. And they can also help him go to your house first. Go and sort your whatever family issues that you have. So it does not affect job. Then coming back, if na me be HR, I'm actually have to give a rule. There should be no money borrowing.
A policy, exactly.
There should be no money borrowing.
So if you borrow money, come to the organization.
Yeah. Or probably
if
they
we
put a
keep
loan
dragging
thing in
this
place.
issue,
Exactly.
There will be a lot to talk about.
That means setting a
honestly.
policy that staff should not borrow from each other. That means you have to have a plan to provide.
Yeah,
yes.
of course.
They
Of
can.
course.
So maybe
right.
whereby they can get
They can take
salary
loan
advance
from the organization.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
So
fine.
and another thing is be disciplined in your spending. Be disciplined. Work within your budget. You can't say, oh, because your salary is small. Even if you are any 1 million naira, your salary will still never
you
be
still
enough.
borrow 5 million.
because your
Can never be
standards
enough.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
I think all she's saying in essence is let's live
within our
within our
our
means,
budget.
not
Our means,
above
yeah.
our means. And HR, they say nothing concerning you with you. Let them go and sort their marital
issues at home.
I think with that, we have come to the end of this particular episode. I know you all have certain things to say. You all have things you're arguing about already. Let's see it in the comment section. Keep them coming. And you also know now, share it with your people. Let them watch the video and also enjoy what you have been enjoying. And you can also send your stories to us. You know the line to send this to is 081 14669924. 08114669924. And also to our email address hranonymous@thebgshows.com. Don't forget to follow us everywhere on all social media platforms. That's at bgshows_. Till we come your way again next time, keep sending your story and your identity remains anonymous.
Undisclosed.
Bye.